That gorgeous glass of beetroot juice you see all over Instagram might look like the ultimate health drink. But here's the shocking truth: every time you juice a beetroot, you're throwing away the very thing that makes it powerful. You're unknowingly ditching the very key thing to amazing gut health, stable blood sugar, and energy that actually lasts. Today, we're going to bust the great juicing myth and show you why the fiber you lose in that juicer is the real secret to the beet's power, and why eating it whole is, without a doubt, the smarter choice for your health. 1. The great fiber foul play. The main culprit here is the juicer. When you push a beautiful whole beetroot through a juicer, it does one thing very well. It separates. It squeezes out the water, the sugar, and many of the nutrients, leaving you with that colorful liquid. But the most precious part, the fibrous pulp, gets left behind in a sad, damp pile. And what's in that pulp? Fiber. Lots of it. Losing it is a way bigger deal than you think. A single cup of whole chopped beets gives you around 3.4 grams of dietary fiber. But when you juice it, you lose almost all of it. While some vitamins and minerals make it into the juice, you're essentially drinking nutrient-rich sugar water, while the complex, health-giving structure of the beet gets composted. Think of it this way: eating a whole beet is like getting a fully assembled high-performance car. Juicing it is like keeping the shiny paint job but tossing out the engine and the frame. Sure, it looks good, but you've gotten rid of the parts that gives the car its real power. 2. The blood sugar roller coaster. The first and most immediate downside of ditching the fiber is what happens to your blood sugar. Beets have natural sugars, which are no problem in their whole form, but when you juice them, you remove the one thing designed to manage how your body uses that sugar: fiber. Without fiber, the sugar in beet juice hits your system fast. This can cause a rapid spike in your blood sugar levels. You might get a quick burst of energy, but what comes next is often the inevitable crash. Your body releases a surge of insulin to handle the sugar, and pretty soon your energy plummets, leaving you tired, irritable, and maybe even hungry again an hour later. This is the classic sugar roller coaster, and it can set up a nasty cycle of cravings and energy dips. Now compare that to eating a whole beetroot. The fiber acts like a built-in braking system. It slows down digestion and the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. Instead of a chaotic spike and crash, you get a slow, steady release of energy that sustains you. This is huge for maintaining stable energy, managing your appetite, and supporting your overall metabolic health. While whole beets have a moderate glycemic index, juicing effectively raises their impact, making the whole vegetable the clear winner for anyone trying to keep their blood sugar stable. 3. Your gut is getting ghosted. Beyond blood sugar, there's an even deeper benefit of fiber that juicing completely misses out on: gut health. Your gut is home to trillions of microorganisms, a complex ecosystem known as your gut microbiome. These tiny allies are critical for everything from digestion and immunity to your mental well-being. And their favorite food, you guessed it, fiber. The prebiotic fiber in whole beets is the primary food source for your good gut bacteria. When you eat fiber-rich foods like beets, you're nurturing this internal garden, helping beneficial microbes like bifidobacterium and lactobacillus to flourish. A well-fed microbiome produces amazing compounds called short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs, which helps maintain your gut lining, reduces inflammation, and support your whole body. When you drink beet juice, you're not feeding these crucial allies. You're getting the sugar and some nutrients, but you're skipping the prebiotic meal your gut needs to stay balanced and healthy. An imbalanced gut can contribute to issues like bloating and constipation. Fiber also adds bulk to your stool, which is essential for promoting regularity and keeping your digestive tract running smoothly. Juicing removes this critical function. 4. The fullness factor. Have you ever noticed how you can down a big glass of juice and still feel hungry, but a large, hearty salad keeps you satisfied for hours? That's no accident. The physical act of chewing and the fiber content of food both play a huge role in telling your brain you're full. Chewing your food sends satiety signals to your brain, kicking off the feeling of fullness. More importantly, The fiber in whole beets takes up space in your stomach and slows down digestion, which leads to a longer-lasting feeling of being full. This is a massive advantage if you're trying to manage your weight. By eating whole beets, you're far more likely to feel satisfied and consume fewer calories overall. Beet juice, on the other hand, is much less filling. You drink it quickly, it bypasses those important satiety signals from chewing, and since it lacks fiber, it doesn't provide that same lasting fullness. You're more likely to feel hungry again soon, which can lead to overeating. For sustained energy and appetite control, the whole beet is the undisputed champion. If you're finding this video useful and it's changing how you see healthy foods, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're always breaking down the science of nutrition to give you practical advice you can actually use. 5. The athlete's edge. What about nitrates? Now there is one area where beet juice gets a ton of hype: athletic performance. And it's true, beets are packed with dietary nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. This molecule is incredible for athletes because it helps relax and widen blood vessels, which improves blood flow, gets more oxygen to your muscles, and boosts endurance. Because beet juice is so concentrated, it can deliver a quick, potent dose of these nitrates. Studies have shown that drinking beet juice a couple of hours before a workout can improve performance and helps athletes push harder for longer. So if you're a competitive athlete looking for that pre-race edge, a shot of beet juice can be an effective tool. But here's the twist most people miss. You don't have to sacrifice fiber to get these benefits. Research has confirmed that eating whole, baked beets can also significantly improve running performance. One study gave athletes a cup and a half of baked beets 75 minutes before a 5-kilo run. The result? They ran faster, especially in the final mile, with less perceived effort and no change in heart rate. While the nitrate release from whole beets might be a bit steadier than from juice, it's just as effective. Plus, the whole beet brings along all the other benefits we've talked about, including anti-inflammatory compounds that can help with your recovery. So, for the dedicated athlete, juice might offer a convenient, quick hit. But for overall health and sustained athletic support, the whole beet delivers the same performance perks without any of the nutritional trade-offs. 6. Putting whole beets to work. So, how do you actually use this information? It's way easier than you think to get all the goodness from a whole beetroot. Let's forget the mess and waste of the juicer. First, embrace roasting. Roasting beets caramelizes their natural sugars and gives them a tender, amazing texture. Just chop them up, toss them with a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, and roast them until they're easily pierced with a fork. You can add these to salads, grain bowls, or have them as a side. Second, think smoothies, not juices. If you love a liquid meal, use a blender. When you blend a whole beet, you might want to steam or cook it first for a smoother blend. You pulverize the fiber, but you still consume all of it. All that gut-loving, blood sugar-balancing goodness stays right there in your glass. Third, get creative. Grate raw beets into slaws for a crunchy, colorful kick. Slice them thinly and bake them into beet chips. Or add cooked, pureed beets to hummus for a stunning color and a nutrient boost. The options are endless, and they keep the beet's nutritional power intact. For years, we've been sold the idea that juicing is the ultimate health hack, a shortcut to absorbing nutrients. But when it comes to the beetroot, that shortcut means you're taking a major detour away from its best benefits. You're missing out on the fiber that keeps your blood sugar stable and gives you calm, steady energy. You're bypassing the prebiotic power that feeds your vital gut microbiome, the very foundation of your digestive and immune health. And you're skipping the feeling of fullness that helps you manage appetite. While beet juice might have its place for a quick athletic boost, for most of us, most of the time, the choice is pretty obvious. The real magic of the beet isn't in its colorful water, it's in the complete package. It's in the synergy between its vitamins, its minerals, and its magnificent fiber. So the next time you see a beet, honor the whole thing. Roast it, blend it, or slice it into a salad. Because the secret to unlocking the beet's incredible health benefits isn't to throw half of it away, it's to embrace all of it. What's your favorite way to eat whole beets? Drop a comment below and let me know. For your next meal, I challenge you to add a whole roasted beet to your plate and see how you feel. Thanks for watching.